Don't you love it when things are both easier and more affordable? Like when the rain washes your car for you. Or like when you save up to 10% by bundling your renters and auto insurance with USAA. Bundle with USAA and start saving. Get a quote today.
Well, I'm going to start this off. There is the Sprudgy Awards for Best Coffee Podcast. Do you reckon we're going to be in the running this year?
Oh, we've got to be.
Oh, well, I mean, I hope we are, but I mean, I didn't
know there were other coffee podcasts. I thought we were it.
Well, there's By the Drip with Coulter Road and his brother David Crosby.
Womp womp.
They're good guys. They're good guys.
I don't know the podcast. I'm sure they're amazing.
Automatic.
Shout out to them. But hey, who knows? Maybe we make it on.
Maybe we should do a podcast switch week where we get them on our show and we go on their show.
Well, we have floated the idea.
Oh.
So Cole and David are down. So it's
They're
happening.
down?
They're down. So
Rock and roll.
I think sometime the next year. But hey, that was a funny podcast episode.
Oh man, that was jam packed. That was great. The prank calls, man. I think the second one, I was freaking out with the second one. The first one, I feel like because it was Dan Dick, I was feeling all right. But getting onto Coffee Gangster, I was like, oh no, this could go south real quick.
See, Coffee Gangster was relatively subdued. You know, he can unleash.
You could see he was about to. You could see he would snap though.
Yeah, well, he would, and we'll have to attempt to do it at some other time.
Yeah.
But
I mean, you could tell just by that. You know, usually when you get called out, you're like, oh, really? Even if it's completely outlandish, you're usually like, oh, I want to hear you out. Automatically, is that nah, have him in there. Haven't been there.
Yeah.
He was like 2 seconds away to be like,
But I'm the opposite to you. The damn one really hit me because when he said, like, you know, when one of your friends says, oh, I'm really disappointed, man. I thought you'd have my back.
Oh, that was heartbreaking.
It was hard for me to hear. I mean,
for good listening, you should probably like keep going. I was sitting there just like, no, like I can't handle it anymore. Like him just go, man, I'm a bit disappointed with you. I thought you'd have my back. I was like, oh my God.
It was the deafening silence after. You were like, so be warned, there's going to be a really bad piece coming out. And it just silence for a second. He's like, so what did you say, mate?
It worked out really well that they both actually answered the phone too.
Yeah, it felt like straight away. And it was like, you could see Dan, like you can tell obviously he's a good businessman because he just like, he stopped, he took the information in, he didn't react off the cuff. He was like, okay. And you just you just hear the cogs turning in his head, like trying to figure it out and try to, you know, have a eloquent response. And it was a very like diplomatic, like honest. Like he didn't hold back, but you know, it was very like straightforward.
And speaking about Dan from Dan Co & Co, he crushed the prank call himself.
Damo.
You could tell Damo's done a few prank calls.
Well, he confessed he's a bit of a prank call expert.
Yeah, just the other week. I thought he meant when he was a kid. He's like jumping into just the other week.
Yeah, I haven't done prank calls for years. That's my first one in a long time, but I really enjoyed it.
Oh, mate. We used to do, I wasn't big on the prank calling when I was young, but we'd do a lot of like, it was in the days of Jackass. So we'd do a lot of like stupid videos and like, you know, when you'd like fake hit someone with like a plank of wood or a bat and you do like the fake hit with the hands and fall back. We do a lot of that. We even did the one where we had like a little retractable fishing rod and we did the $5 on a piece of fishing line and we'd sit behind the barricade at like a cafe on a chair and just wheel it in. And I tell you what, every time, 10 out of 10, people we literally had people like chasing down the street trying to get this $5 note and then like it coming up to the end of the fishing rod and them still like getting to a fingertip away and being like, oh.
We should do that with a bag of coffee. That would be so funny.
Oh, just the bag of coffee.
Go to a cafe and be like, come to our, like, that would be hilarious.
I have to, this reminds me of a, not really relevant to coffee, but the most mischievous thing I've done. Mm-hmm. So we had a teacher at school. I better not name the teacher because who knows, maybe all these years on I might get incriminated for it. But he was just the worst teacher and everyone hated him. And one time he gave us this assignment where basically it was a massive assignment and he gave it to us on a Friday and it was due on the Monday and he smirked and he goes, enjoy your weekend. So we all did the assignment and the next week we were just thinking, this guy sucks. We really hate him. Anyway, so that week we actually found out where he lived.
Oh,
and
no.
so he lived next door to someone that was at school and they told us. And about, I shit you not, this is when we were 17, we all got about 6 eggs each. Mm-hmm. And we knew where it lives and we coordinated, we'll meet here at midnight and we were driving, like everyone had their P plates at this time. So we all rendezvoused close to his house. And I think 50 of us just unloaded like half a dozen eggs each on this guy's house. So bad. So bad. And you know what was the worst part about it?
What?
Driving past the next day, watching him and his wife on their knees, scrubbing eggs off the house.
It takes away the thing. When you see that, you're like, oh yeah, that's right. Someone has to clean it.
But you see, like, I felt bad for his wife, but for him, I was like, you deserve to scrub off every egg. And this is just like one thing that I'm describing. This guy had a history of just like agitating students. He was terrible.
Yeah.
Like I can say that as an adult all these years on. But, you know.
Well, I do want to say we got one special listener coming in. One of our camera guys that works for us here, Sam Down, got his dad listening to the podcast.
Yeah.
Oh, Daddy Down is pressing play on the podcast. Listen to the work from home episode and goes, tell them they've got a listener now.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed that.
Well, apparently he's been coming to the cafe as well.
Oh, yeah. That's right. He got sent in. What did he have? A strong black, the gentleman's long black?
The gentleman's drink. I think he had we've got a blend called the strawberry cheesecake blend. And I know Rowan loves these blends so much.
I like the blends.
And,
I just make fun of you when you want to talk about your Italian heritage.
Well, I am going away from my Italian heritage when I do this, but it's Australian fusion, like I've said on the podcast before.
Mate, you gave us a bag of the lamington blend. Oh, smashing that. That was delicious.
Yeah, lamington blend's good, huh?
We were pouring in we were doing like milkies, doing ices.
Yeah.
Like it was off chops.
Well,
I reckon you should double down on that though. Like,
what's that?
Because right now we're talking about a beautiful blend from Project Zero in City.
What's it called?
Project Zero.
Project Zero coffee, yeah.
Yep. And right now the blend has the flavor profile of a lamington, a famous. Is it Australian or is it New Zealand?
Oh, no, Australian.
Australia.
Just like Pavlova and Russell Crowe.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. But I reckon you should do it like a mocha. So like do like the chocolate on the inside and then like dust it with some like raspberry like dust.
Yeah, okay. Make like a signature lamington drink.
Full lamington. Oh yeah, and then make it with coconut milk. Yeah.
Yeah, right. Oh, maybe I will. Yeah. Take that on board. You might see.
Are you just watching our Golden Brown videos, making our lamington latte?
Have you got a lamington latte?
Oh yeah, it was one of our first videos we posted with Milk Lab back in the day. Yeah.
Oh,
we did like a jam syrup on the inside of the glass, then mocha with coconut milk.
Oh,
yeah, okay.
No, I didn't know that. That's sick. Great idea.
Yeah, great idea.
Do you look at this kind of signature drink revolution and think, I just kind of enjoyed it more when people liked coffee? Because I think I'm at that point now. There's all these really funky drinks. I'm like, oh, damn, I've really enjoyed it when people just like coffee.
I haven't worked in it. So I'm sure if I worked in the cafe and I was making 500 Mont Blancs a day, I'd be like, where's the artistry here? Where's the whatever? Like, I'd just be like, I'm dumping a pre-batch thing in a cup with some cream. But
there's a fair bit of artistry in the Mont Blanc, though, to their defense.
No. There's artistry in the prep of it and that they've made it. But I'm just saying, it is an amazing drink and well crafted. I just mean en masse. It's pre-made. They pour it into the cup, like for the ice one.
Strawberry.
Then just have the layer on the top and that kind of
strawberry
thing.
matchas these days.
Yeah, I'd get over it if I was in that thing. Like I'm sure in the cafe you just want it to be like normal. But as a side of the signature drink, I think it's like lifting up that entire cafe drinks industry and kind of really helping out some people. So I think that side of it, I think is good. But
and to segue into where we were talking about in the podcast, Damo would have a fair bit of experience in this, having started at Starbucks.
Yeah,
I kind of would like to work a shift at Starbucks.
Yeah,
just to
I
see
want
what
to
it's
see how
like.
it all runs, because isn't it all like fully automated now? Like it's grinding, tamping. It's all like basically an automatic machine.
Yeah, something like that. But I think there's still. I was reading something about American Starbucks, and a lot of them, because you can order online, and so a lot of them have like really high wait times. So one of their biggest problems is the wait times at Starbucks now. And 70% of their drinks that they produce are now iced drinks.
Well, I'm surprised it hasn't taken off more here, because in America, a lot of them is like the Starbucks thing that's big is the drive-through. People are just driving on their way to work, pulling in, getting the stuff. And you can see that it would apply here because McDonald's is the largest seller of coffee drinks in Australia. And people are driving through and getting it. I'm sure you're getting a lot of tradies. I'm sure you're getting a lot of people on their way to work with kids, all that kind of thing. So you can see there's a market for it.
What's your favorite trash coffee?
Oh, you start first. I need to think about that. I don't know what my favorite trash coffee is.
I don't mind an iced oat latte or iced almond latte from McDonald's when I'm like doing a long drive. I drive from Melbourne to Sydney a lot, which is like a 1,000 kilometre drive. So every time I do that, I start with an iced almond latte.
What is going on?
Someone is outside and she's really angry. Do we go check in on her welfare?
Get her on the pod.
I don't know.
Get him to have a look.
Yeah.
Oh, this guy's walking into it. Dude's walking around the corner now.
Be careful. Be careful.
Watch out. Oh. Oh, he's getting out. Look, he's running. He's about to run across the road. He just spotted her and just started running.
Like, run away. We're actually working on getting a booth built for this so we can avoid all sound issues relating to the pod. So
Absolutely.
that's coming on. So, I mean...
Oh, my biggest trash drink. I mean, a mocha is just a classic. I do just love, add a little chocolate in there. Makes sense. Get around it.
I will say I enjoy a vanilla chai latte.
Oh, yeah.
Like, every now and then, no. I'm not too big for it. I'm not too good for it.
You powder or leaves?
I'm actually a powder guy. Like, I serve leaves at the cafe, but I'm a powder guy.
I got to say, I remember one time, because I always did leaves, but I remember someone at work was like, now let me make you something. And he made like powdered chai ice cream. It's like a nice latte, but with chai. Absolutely slaps, like a chai milkshake.
I reckon when you're coming down to, like, let's all be honest here, a chai that you're getting made here is not a chai. Like, let's all just lean into it and be like, it's a different drink. Use the powders. It works well in the cafe setting. Chai in India, leave me up. Do the whole process. Incredible. It's a completely different drink, steeped and,
my girlfriend often says this is white people chai.
Oh, yeah, it is. It absolutely is. It's an abomination.
Yeah, but I mean, I've tried some of the more traditional stuff. It's a lot stronger and like closer to tea than it is like the Australian chai. But I don't know. I didn't mind it. So not too bad if you ask me. Why was that so funny?
I don't know. It was just this awkward pause, and it's just like your Uru or whatever you say. Anyhowser. Anyhowser. Is that going to be like our first merch? Just Anyhowser with your big doofus head just right in the middle?
That's good.
I don't know. It could be.
Yeah, and I hate Italians.
Well, yeah,
that's my head, and just I love Italians.
With massive disclaimer on the back, like this paragraph of why and like what it comes down to.
Like
but the
Star Wars
says,
text floating. There you go. I put a Star Wars reference for you. The floating text coming in.
Don't act like you don't like Star Wars.
I hate Star Wars. I've tried so many times to watch it, and I want to love it, and it's not good.
That's worse than what you said about Italians. That's worse.
And I've watched all the main ones, not the recent main ones, but before that I watched them all. I've watched The Mandalorian. I've watched Obi-Wan.
But, no one really counts Disney Star Wars, even though it's like the majority of content now. No one counts it.
Okay, I like the other ones I'd go like fine, but yeah, it's pretty boring.
What's a movie you like then? If you hate all these movies, what's like a good Rowan film?
Like what? If we want to go into like does there need to be like
just
a
any genre?
comparison?
Like if you're the maximum viewing experience for you, what is it?
I don't know. If you
like you're asking for like an epic?
Yeah, just like honestly, like
epic?
what's the best mood for you, and what's like the best movie? Like
there's no mood. Like I like anything. Like if you want to talk about like epics, I can look at something like John Wick, which is a dumb action movie, and be like, that is so masterfully made. I just care about like the craft and like how it's made, and I know Star Wars set up like a lot of new techniques and trends that took over Hollywood, and no one thought they could do it at the time, and they kind of changed the way people were making sci-fi. But John Wick is something that I can look at and be like, wow, that is masterfully made, and a lot of time and effort has gone into it. But I'll probably like any. At the moment, I don't like the big blockbusters. I'll go more towards like the A24s or that kind of thing.
The June 2 for me was one of the best movies.
I've heard that's great, and I do want to see June 2.
You still haven't seen it?
No, I want to see it like IMAX, and it's like not in. So I'm like waiting for that like re-release, because I don't want to just watch it on the
Will there be a re-release?
The TV.
Like, will they put it back in?
They should.
No. Her was a movie I loved.
Who?
Her.
What was that?
Scarlett Johansson, Joaquin Phoenix.
Okay.
AI falls in love with his AI computer. Maybe I can relate to
Very
it.
topical.
Yeah.
I thought that was great at the time.
His latest film, The Joker 2.
I mean, that's not. Yeah, that's tough. That's a tough one.
It wasn't very good. I was actually,
Joaquin is an incredible actor. I mean, you can't do much with that as a movie. There's not much you can do there.
I thought you could. I thought there could be a lot more done with it, but it was a bit too art housey.
So you think from the script and what he got told he had to do, he could have made it better?
Oh, well, from my understanding, he drove a lot of it. What I was reading.
But I thought the whole musical thing, it's like, that's actually an amazing idea. They just didn't lean into it hard enough, and it was kind of like half-assed and like just a bit flat.
Did you see it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just thought, there was a very anticlimactic end. Not much happened throughout the film, and you're right. Yeah, it kind of half-assed the whole musical thing.
Well, we ran long on the other pod, so we're going to keep this one short. That was a great episode. What do we got next week?
Oh, well, what haven't we got next week? We've got Zach Stablety-Cook coming up in the next episode. So he's an Olympic gold medalist.
Amazing.
So he's rang it and said, hey, I'm in town. So I think I'm going to be taking that one on solo because you'll be doing something. But and then next week, I think, can we tease a couple of episodes ahead?
Tease it.
So we got Tim Varney coming in.
Oh, the big dog.
Yeah, he's got a new brand of coffee liqueur that he's making, and Russ Tui is from, I think that's how you say it, from Eco Barista.
I love Eco Barista.
Looking forward to having them on. So,
all right, awesome. That's a good few weeks lined up for everyone there. Guys, make sure to write us in. Let us know anyone you want. Send in a hot take, a hospo horror story.
There's some hot takes and horror stories.
We're a bit down on ourselves over here. If you could just send us in some lovely messages to make me and Kirk feel better about ourselves, that'd be really nice.
I would, yeah. I mean, after my horror story today, I need a boost.
Oh yeah, that was rough.
That was a bad one.
That's an awkward one. Hello at it'sjustcoffeepod.com. I can speak. And our handles on social, it's just coffee pod.
It's just coffee pod.
Yeah.
Follow at Kirk the Barista as well.
Oh yeah, catch up. There's more stuff coming out. It shows you how to make the best long black. I think we saw that one recently pop up.
Strong black.
The strong black.
Gentleman's drink.
All right, guys, it's been great. Coffee break, and we'll see you next time.
All right.
Bye.